I'm really curious about that classroom frozen in time from 15 years. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. This place. It's like nothing ever happened. The ghosts are gone. "15 years ago, during the last Phantasmoon Games, I participated as a supplicant. I once believed that all it took for a supplicant to win was to show the people a magnificent miracle. And then I'd have an audience with the Eon of Elation. How foolish. How naive I was. Not everyone wants to obtain everyone's wish power in a positive way. On July 22nd, year 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, a supplicant harboring immense malice stepped into Graphia Academy. He slaughtered 22 students who had stayed behind after school, then went on to Dovebrook District, where 146 innocent civilians were either killed or wounded. That killer moved like a deranged artist, leaving corpses, imprinting his signature mark. The Bloody Bloom. The media dubbed him the Herald of Death.
It was a tragedy that the world could not forget. The Phantasmoon Games of that year came to be remembered as the blood-stained. So many parents lost their children. So many people lost those dearest to them. One of the victims was my very own daughter. Upon my return, I stood before the grave where she was laid to rest. Her name was Himeko. Forgive me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ryusuke, the current dean of Graphia Academy. So, this lady who bears her name, who exactly are you?
15 years ago, when I made up my mind to join this Phantasmoon Games, my father wasn't with me, even as I fought for my life against the Herald of Death. My father was still off somewhere, wandering the cosmos. Strictly speaking, ever since I can remember, his presence in my life has been as thin as the air in space. So, I would ask you, who bears his name? Who exactly are you?
Welcome back to the Arcadian Morning Report Special Edition.
The SparksyCon hosted by Supplicant Sparksy came to an abrupt end less than an hour after it began!
Under the watchful eyes of the entire network, the Nameless from the Astral Express went head-to-head with streamer Sparksy in a spectacular showdown. Unbelievable! I used to think all of the Trailblazers fight scenes in director Rekka's latest film, Holy Grail Stay Night, were just special effects. Turns out he's got real moves.
We'll continue following the Astro Express's activities and bring you...
Breaking news! Around 4 p.m. today, The Security Bureau uncovered multiple corpses at the Sinwish Syndicate's headquarters in Dovebrook District. Initial reports suggest violent infighting among gang members as the cause. Even more shocking, an IPC employee was found dead at the scene. According to the investigation, the victim was identified as Lyndon Scott.
Lyndon Scott, age 34. Field operative in the Strategic Investment Department. Ring any bells, Mr. Ashvale?
Never heard of him. What was someone from the IPC doing here?
Word is, the Sinwish Syndicate recently got hold of a mask. Maybe Mr. Scott came to negotiate for the Phantasmoon Games, and got caught in the fallout. Apologies for interrupting your work, Mr. Ashvale.
Wouldn't call it an interruption. The mess at Graphia Academy cleared itself up. But this...
Initial assessment, 33 Sinwish Syndicate members. Leader Polwave included, along with second-in-command Costide, were murdered in the same time frame.
Costide.
The victims show clear signs of trauma and fractures, along with massive blood loss. Exact cause of death still pending further autopsy.
These stylized handprints. We both know what they mean.
Bloody Bloom. Only one person ever used that as their calling card.
The Herald of Death is back.
Your suspicion isn't without merit, but that guy was executed 5 years ago.
Executed? Who witnessed it? Was the execution broadcast to the public?
Who can prove he's dead? Who's to say you didn't let him out to rig this entire game?
You've heard the rule, haven't you? No one can enter the Phantasmoon Games twice, so let me give you a piece of advice. Don't let rage gnaw away at your reason. It's bad for your health. The case's info is in the dossier. Get to work. The Department of Aberration Defense isn't paying us to bum around.
Rage sparked quietly in the detective's chest, and not even the wind from Dovebrook could dispel the metallic tang of blood clinging to his nose. When he first heard the Sinwish Syndicate had obtained the mask, a grim premonition stirred within him, but he never expected it to be the omen of a friend's death.
Mr. N, he's no longer with us. Now he's just a body. Another nameless casualty buried beneath a headline. People only care about the stars twinkling above. About the epic tales of the eternal conflicts among the cosmos' great fig. Compared to all that, who would mourn a small-time thug from a petty gang?
What should we do next?
I've been slacking off for far too long. It's time to make a choice.
Mr. Ashvale, if you're calling now, may I assume you've accepted my offer?
You are right, Miss Pearl.
I'll join the games. Assuming you still need me, of course.
My offer still stands, just like 15 years ago. The same omen returns. There are signs the Phantasmoon Games are spiraling out of control again.
All I have to offer is a heart set on revenge.
Today, 33 citizens of Plain Arcadia and one IPC colleague perished under mysterious circumstances. Someone is imitating the Herald of Death's methods, attempting to interfere with the games. Only victory can bring solace to the fallen.
No. What consoles the dead is only justice.
What's the matter? Found a better candidate? Don't I even make the shortlist?
This is a game shaped by the most capricious, Eon. Surprises and twists are its very nature. It's only right I choose the strongest player. Even so, I have to ask, What makes you so sure that I'd hire a wanted criminal to fight in the Phantasmoon games, instead of tossing you into an IPC cell?
Throw me in prison? But the Strategic Investment Department in Penacony clearly extended an olive branch to us Stellaron hunters. No? Changed your minds already? You suits sure turn faster than a page in a paperback. So let's cut the fluff. Give me a mask. Call it your first strategic investment in us. What do you say?
Understanding comes first, then the investment. Tell me, how do you plan to earn my trust?
Apologies in advance. Before I came to meet you, I broke into your collection room. I know what you've been working on. Holy magic. Tell me, have you heard of Zero? Greatest hacker and most feared player in all of Punk Lord?
Some say she's an emanator of elation, while others say she enters the dark zone created by Mythos, as if it were her own backyard. She caused Punk Lord's data meltdown and infected IPC branches in 28 segmenta, isolating them from each other. Most information about Zero is half true, half false, much like the rumors surrounding you Stellaron hunters. But one thing is certain. Zero suffered a major downfall, and is now a prisoner of the IPC.
It's obvious she left a deep impression on you. Traumatic, even. In that case, you should also know that ether editing and imagenesis stem from the same technological source.
I know. I've studied it.
How could I forget? You stole Zero's tech to make that lousy cash grab game Ethereum Wars. Of course, you know all of it, but you corporate moneybags will never comprehend it. The fleeting, ever-changing power of the elation. Zero once tampered with a parameter of reality, creating an independent realm that belonged solely to her.
Just like Graphia. Are you willing to trade the secrets of imagenesis?
I can think about it.
Deduction. You may be lying. I've heard that those who join the Stellaron Hunters have long since abandoned the path they once walked.
Who knows? You're in the Arcadia of Elation. Wouldn't it be a waste not to test your...
Deal, Ether Hacker. And to seal it with confidence, let me show you a little trick of the trade.
A hacking trick?
Not exactly professional. Negotiating while soaked in a bathtub. I took one of your data slices. This will help us have a more honest conversation.
How did you do that?
Because I've studied you, including that cyber battle between you and that genius Skrulum. I even logged into all 76 of those banned accounts. I scattered just enough data breadcrumbs online for you to sniff out, leading you to the Ashen Detective. I even let you stroll through my collection room to explore as you please. Miss Silverwolf, a word of advice. Don't treat that mask like some 10 Stonehearts investment in a Stellaron hunter. Just think of this deal as something private, between you and me.
What the heck? I just blinked and suddenly half the supplicants are wearing masks? I was hoping the show would get better. Streamers clashing with cosmic heroes. A flashy brawl without anyone getting hurt. Wouldn't that have been nice? But now we've got a crow, a shell, a cat, a wolf? How many more mystery guests are crashing the stage? And this thing? When did it sneak in? In the end, Everything always spirals into the abyss. But you're the rare exception. Your first battle wasn't bad for a greenhorn protagonist. Since you came out on top, let's wipe the slate clean on that doom-filled oath. Who knows if the owners of those masks will become your friends or opponents? Or maybe one of them will bring about that terrifying future I saw in my dreams. Little one, how'd you find your way here? The supplicants in this Phantasmoon Games really caught me by surprise.
Why don't those people in the Go Home Club